2022 was a good year for gaming. We had a lot of bangers this year, a lot of good games, a lot of great games, and here are my best games of 2022. Stray. Stray is here because it made me actually care about a cat. Traversing Stray's strange and beautiful post-apocalyptic world was amazing. With its simple controls and gameplay, it doesn't do anything crazy, but it didn't need to. You just run and jump like a cat, because you're a cat. A stray cat.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Unraveling the mystery of what happens to humans and bonding with your AI companion was done pretty well. It can get pretty dark at times, but right after you're given a moment of calmness to explore and see the humanity left in the robots that remain. It's a short ride, but definitely worth the time. My main flaw was that it's a cat and not a dog, but that's besides the point. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I almost didn't put this game on the list because how unoptimized and buggy it is, but if I played more Pokemon Arceus, I would probably put that instead, but I can't deny how much fun I had playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'm not a Pokemon fan, but this had me hooked. Just the change of having a completely open world makes a world of difference, and playing it with friends made it even better. I'm really surprised that the Pokemon game is one of my favorite games of the year. It's probably the most fun I had all this year, and once again, it's kind of crazy to say. If you wanna hear about my full experience, I made a full review about my experience, but yeah, I'm Pokemon Master now, so address me as such, Elden Ring. So I might have just lied. Elden Ring was the most fun I had in gaming this year. Story-wise, interesting is irrelevant, to be honest. The purest amount of fun I've had so far. The worst open world Dark Souls sounded like a joke a few years ago, but they pulled it off in an amazing fashion. I got my butt beat in every corner of this beautiful, horrendous world and loved every minute. I desire more. They got me out here like a fiend, man. With so many different ways to play the game and speed through it is so replayable, and I need to try the seamless co-op mod, which adds another way to experience this punishing masterpiece. If you haven't played it, you're missing out. Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West might be one of the most slept on games, and it's a freaking AAA game. It's crazy. Elden Ring just crapped all over its hype and drowned out the people who loved it. And it's safe to say that I'm one of the people that loved it. The game is fantastic, no ifs, ands, or buts. The world, the story, the gameplay are all great. It still has the Monster Hunter gameplay where you destroy different parts to get the parts you need to upgrade to get better equipment, and every robot is dangerous in different ways. It's fun to figure out their tactics as well. Aloy on her path to save the world has so many twists and turns, and it has me still salivating for a sequel to see how it all ends. But with the announcement of the upcoming DLC, I can be a bit more patient. Go back into your backlog and give it another try. It's better than the first one in almost every way. Sifu. This game had me in a chokehold for months. I love brawlers, so when Sifu was first announced, I knew I had to play it day one. Sifu's semi-roguelike mechanics paired along with super fun fighting controls had me addicted. Every punch felt impactful, and knocking people out never gets old, I swear. Never. And every level is unique, and on your quest for revenge, every boss is worthy of being called a boss. Got my butt beat for hours trying to figure out my perfect run. And if you want the true ending, you have to work even harder. But it's all worth it in the end. While it is a bit short and didn't have a ton of modes when it first launched, I feel like now it's even better than ever with the different modifiers and a new arena mode that's coming soon. Now, if they could add a couple more randomizers, it would be a masterpiece. But for now, it's still an amazing experience that's worth the amount of emotional trauma it will put you through. God of War Ragnorok. Last but certainly not least is God of War Ragnorok. What an amazing game. What a turnaround for otherwise one-dimensional character. I love Kratos' character development as well as Atreus' growth mentally and physically. And navigating through the 9 rails, fighting everything in front of you, trying to defy your fate is peak for me. Never felt bored. Tons of things to do and find. The variety of enemies is crazy good, and the combat is better than the first one and just as brutal. And every realm is so gorgeous. Exploring the realms and seeing the changes compared to the first one is one of my favorite things I did. I loved it, and I'm gonna remember this game and remember this journey for a long time to come.